Welcome to the Dawn Kitchen. This morning, guys, I will be cooking a special Mother's Day dinner. It is stew peas and rice. Hopefully you enjoy it. But before I begin, if you are new here, hi, welcome. Please be sure to subscribe, like the video, share the video, and hit that notification bell so you will be the first to know when D-Dawn is doing a video. And to all my YouTuber followers, supporter, and subscriber, a very big warm welcome to you all. And let us big up my son who is editing the video. Give him a like, share him on, and let you know that he's doing a good job. Give him a thumbs up. So let's get started. 1 teaspoon all-purpose seasoning, cloves 7 to 9 cloves, pimento seed 12, 5 cloves of garlic, 1 green Scotch bonnet pepper, 3 sprig of thyme, 3 stalks of scallion, ½ cup to 1 cup of flour, 3 bay leaves to 4, these break up, 2 cup of red peas or kidney red beans, 2 pound of corned beef brisket. Okay, for those of you who no coconut, the coconut is something like this. I don't have this coconut using, so that's the reason why I'm using the coconut milk powder. And with the milk powder, you have to mix it down in like 1 cup of water. With the pigtail, when you buy the pigtail, you got to let them cut it in bite sizes. It's better when they cut it in bite sizes. You don't have all of that when you go home to cut. So we cut like this. So this is how the pigtail looking. It's like this. This is the tail of the pig. So we already have this cut up, and you have to let it soak like overnight. Let it soak like 24 hours in cold water to get rid of the salt because it is salty. The corned beef brisket come with a little package like this, but I don't need it in my stew peas. So let me tell you something about the corned beef brisket. It already cured, remember, so there is not a lot of salt and all of that on it. So what you will be doing, I'm placing this on the fire to boil. I'm just gonna squeeze this on the pigtail. Meantime, it's soaking in the water. Yeah, I like to rinse my meat properly. The beef brisket, we are rinsing it under some cold water. Add half of the lime, I'm squeezing it on it. Also gonna pour some boiling water on it. The red peas, it's good for you to soak it overnight, but because the pig's tail, it's gonna take like 2.5 to 3 hours to cook. And the beef brisket, there is no need for me to soak the kidney bean or red peas. So what I'm doing now, you have to ensure that you rinse it properly. And before you even rinse it, you look if there's any stone or any object inside. You saw the water very dirty. It's always good for you to rinse your beans. And I just want to rinse this for like 2 times. So we're going to place the brisket in the boiling water. And I'm just going to let it sit there for 10 minutes. Now you're going to pour the hot water off from the pig's tail. Remove your lemon, and we're going to rinse this properly under cold water, and you're going to add it to the peas. Now you're going to get enough water on this, just like that, not too much for it to boil over in the fire. And then we're going to set this on the stove. It's on the stove. We're going to get some garlic, and we're going to remove the garlic from the skin. It's so easy. You just press on it just like that. Just crush on the garlic. This is 5 cloves of garlic. So you rinse your garlic before you even crush it. Good for you to rinse the things. And we're adding this to the pot. Over slow heat, we're just gonna let it simmer for 1 hour, and then I'll be back with you like 1.5 hours. So if the water go down too little, you just add some more water to it. So that's a process right now. And our beef brisket, we're gonna rinse it now, and I'm gonna place it on the fire to boil for 1.5 hours. We don't need to add anything whatsoever to the beef brisket because it already cured. The only thing I will be putting to it is 2 cloves of garlic. Put the garlic in, you crush the garlic and just put it in just like that. And you're gonna place a lid on the pot, and remember, over low heat. We're gonna let this boil for 1.5 hours. So 1.5 hours now into the cooking, and your pimento seed or allspice, you're gonna ground it, and we're just gonna add the cloves to it and your bay leaf, or you're gonna just put it, just add the bay leaf on it. Getting over to the pot like this, guys. So within that 1.5 hours, I put 4 cups of water to the pot. Remember, I told you you have to pay attention so you know when to add water in it. And we add in the bay leaf, our pimento seed, and our cloves. In 1 cup of water, we will be adding the coconut milk. You want to mix it out, mix out all the lumps. So now we have coconut milk. And we'll be adding the coconut milk now to stew piece. And I'm adding 4 more cups of water. This is 2 cups. Each time it full, it's 2 cups, so 4 more cups of water. We're gonna place the lid on, and I'll see you back in 1 hour time. That's gonna get us to 2.5 hours. And checking on the beef brisket now. It's all by itself over here, and it's going. So it's 1.5 hours now since it's boiling, and you're just gonna add some more water to this so that the water can cover it over. Remember, I told you it's gonna take 3 hours to cook, and we are nowhere there yet. The fork can't even go in. Just add 2 more cups of water to this so it emerge in the water. So I see you back, guys, in 1 hour time. You just cut the head from the scallion just like this. Yeah, because this scallion, they already have root and it growing, so I just cut the head. And 2 weeks ago, I cut the head. As you can see the difference right here. You see? These are the head. And I just cut it off and just place it in this container, just like this. No hurt in it nor anything, is it? You can see some more head. These are the head that I just take off from these scallion. And I'm gonna add soil this time. I don't put any soil in it, it's just water. 2 weeks now, I just add a little water in it. And that's it, and I'm growing scallion. So you don't have to be running and buying scallion, guys. Especially if you have a little yard space. Because I have no yard space, so I'm growing this on my window in the kitchen. So beautiful people, you're watching this video today and you haven't yet subscribed, please be sure to subscribe, like the video, share the video, and give a thumbs up, and hit that notification bell so when D-Don is doing a video, you will be the first one to know. Okay guys, we're moving along. So we are gonna sieve the flour. You can always add a little salt to it, just a pinch of salt. With clean hands, make sure your hands clean, and you just mix it up around like that. Now we're gonna add a little water to it. Let me be accurate, so if you are making this for the first time, you will know what to do. For me, I don't have to measure. I know the perfect measurement, but I'm gonna use a tablespoon of water, 1 tablespoon of water for now, and we're just gonna mix it. Just use your finger and play right around in it. And you just wanna play, mix it around, roll it around in the container until everything is clean from the bowl. And this was like half cup of flour. If you want more spinners in your stew peas, you can use 1 cup of flour, but for me this isn't enough. This is all I need. So now we're gonna roll these in some spinners. Take a little piece just like that and with the other hand, just like this. The spinners, you're just gonna add it in the stew peas. Do not stir the pot right away because they will melt up on each other. So let them stay just like that. Just cover back of the pot. Now you're just gonna rinse your thyme and your Scotch bonnet pepper. Ensure it's a whole Scotch bonnet pepper, a green one. Please do not use a ripe one. You just want to add flavor to the pot, and if it break, then it will be too hot, and then this food you can't eat it. So ensure it's a whole Scotch bonnet pepper. I'm gonna strip the scallion, strip off the outer layer, just like that. We're gonna move the end part. Remember, we already removed the head. All this drier part of the scallion, you just break it off from the hen, and now you're just gonna press. And we're gonna rub our scallion out. Yeah, for your stew peas, you don't need to cut your scallion. You just want to rub it so you get all that flavor and aroma from it. You see? Just like washing our clothes. Okay? So this is our scallion. Put it with the thyme and your pepper. And you're going to add your scallion, your thyme, and your pepper in, along with your all-purpose seasoning. We don't need a lot of sodium in this. And guys, you really don't need any butter. If you want to add butter, it's up to you for the flavor. So now you can stir your pot with your spinach, your spinners. And looking on this stew piece, we don't have enough juice in it. So we're going to add 2 cups of water and we're going to stir. Yes, I know I don't put the pepper in as yet. You don't want the pepper to break. So you don't want to have the pepper in and stirring. So now we put the pepper in at the top, place the lid on the pot, and we're moving on to the beef brisket. So this is a beef brisket. You're going to turn the fire off and we're removing it from the fire. So we're going to take it from the pot, and the reason why I cook the brisket by itself, if you cut this up and you place it with the stew peas, with the pig's tail and the peas, then it will mash right out and you won't have anything left. I want to remove all this fat, all the fat from it. So you see, it's really hot. You don't want to get burned. You can always taste a piece of your brisket. So now you're just gonna slice the brisket. Ensure that the knife is sharp. Friends, you're watching this video today and you haven't yet subscribed, please, before you leave, subscribe. Like the video, share the video, and hit that notification bell. So when D-Don is doing a video, you will be the first one to know. And as you can see, it's already cooked. So we're gonna add this to the stew peas, but we're not gonna add it in right now. Just like 20 minutes more in that stew peas, because we have half an hour more now to cook the stew peas. So 10 minutes before I take the stew peas off, I'm gonna add the beef brisket in, because you don't want to break up. You want to have beef in your stew peas. You just want to stir the stew peas. Please be sure you don't want the pepper to break. You're gonna add the beef brisket in, one at a time. At this point in time, you want to lower the fire under your pot. I'm just gonna place the lid on, and I see you back in a few minutes. Guys, to be frank, it's 3 hours now. So we're checking in on our stew beef, stew peas. We want to see if it cooked. And we get into the peas. Look at the peas. How do you know that the peas is cooked? You see they're all breaking up. Look. yeah, they break up. And even the old one, you just take the fork and you put it, you see the fork break it, and the fork is at the end there. And you can even crush it between your finger, but remember it is hot, so you don't want to get burned. Don't do like me. You see, you just crush like this. So you see the piece is cooked. And you know that the pig's tail is cooked, you get the fork and you do the same thing just like what you did to the piece. And the fork goes from one side to the other. See the fork, the teeth right there. So we know that our pig's tail is ready. See? And you don't want the pepper to burst. So beautiful people, my Mother's Day dinner is now ready. Mommy asked me to cook this for her Mother's Day, and I did. So treat your mom to a Mother's Day dinner this Sunday. Stewed peas with pigtail and brisket corned beef with some brown rice on the side and salad. So beautiful people, I love you all. And don't hesitate to give it a try. Ain't it looking delicious? So why not go ahead and give it a try? And don't forget to give me a thumbs up and my son who is editing the video. I love you all, and please take good care of yourself, and above all, let us be our brother's keeper.